What's up, everybody? It's George here. We're back with another video. Now, today's video is an update on the Goblin 500, and let me start by saying, no, I haven't started the build, but that doesn't mean I haven't been busy. If you recall, I bought the kit, but I didn't buy any electronics because I really didn't know what I wanted, and I needed to do a little research. So I got on the internet and I spent a lot of time. Mad props to Run Rider and Heli Freaks and everybody else that posted and told what they were using in their Goblin 500s. And then I took all of that information and I pumped it into spreadsheets. Then I took the spreadsheets and I went to all the retailers. I got the specs on each and every component once I knew what my choices were. Got the prices, figured what the availability is, and most importantly, who suggested them. Once I had all that written down, it was pretty easy to make my decisions. My hierarchy was, of course, who recommends it, and Bert Kammerer himself recommended a number of these components, which I've chosen. I went ahead and I placed my order, and today the box came in from Heli Direct, and let's go ahead, go over to the bench, and let's take a look and see what's in that box. All right, here we have the box just in from Heli Direct. And once again, they did a nice job on getting it to me on time and in good condition. Great job, Heli Direct. So let's go ahead and start digging right into the box. And the first thing coming out of the box, as you can see, is the JR cyclic servos. These are the JR DS3717 HV servos, and these came recommended by Bert Kammerer himself in his build videos. If they're good enough for Bert, they're definitely good enough for me. These have good specs at 56 ounces of torque and 0.08 seconds for 60 degrees of movements. They are a Metal Gear servo with a 3-year warranty. That tells me that this is a very, very high quality piece of equipment. I did buy 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3 for the cyclic servos. I'm sure they're going to be fine. The next thing out of the box is the tail servo. The tail servo, I bought the Outrage Torque. This came highly recommended by several people on Heli Freak and Run Rider, and I want to say mad props to those guys for posting what they're using and helped me make my decision. This is the BL9188. Has a lot of torque too, 61 ounces of torque, and it's extremely fast at 0.04 seconds per 60 degrees of movement. That's an awesome servo, so this is going to do a great job, I'm sure. The next thing out of the box is the Talon 90. The Talon 90 was also recommended by Bert in his build videos, and I know that this is going to work with the servos, and I got to tell you, if Bert's recommending it, I'm saying if it's good enough for him, it's definitely good enough for me. I've been using Castle products in the past, and I'm very happy with their quality, and this looks like another very quality product. And the last thing out of the box is the motor. This is a Quantum. It's the Quantum 4120. It's 1200 kilovolt motor, and this also came recommended by Bert. What's nice about this is it is the Goblin edition. It already has the right length output shaft, and it already has the flat in the output shaft. So this is ready to just go ahead and drop in the helicopter. That's pretty much it for the contents of the box. The only thing I have left is I need to get the flybarless controller. I'm going to use the Spectrum AR7200BX. I have experience with that, and I know that it's a good unit, and I'm sure that it'll work fine on here. One other thing that I did was I went ahead and I downloaded the manual update, and I printed out the manual so that I can use my printed copy instead of keeping the original copy very nice and neat in its original sleeve. Plus I can mark this up and make any notes as I'm going through. So that's pretty much the unboxing of the electronics and the choices that I've made. Why don't we go talk a little bit about the build itself. Okay, now let's talk about the build videos. As soon as I got my helicopter registered on their website, I got an email with 6 build videos from Bert Kammerer himself. I'm not going to try to reproduce that. The guy is a designer, an engineer, and a pilot. Who knows better than Bert on how to put one of these things together? As a matter of fact, he even says if you watch his video series, you almost don't even have to refer to the manual, and I can testify, since I've watched through them several times, that he's right on that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Number one, Bert just goes through and he's very familiar with all the parts. I'm not as familiar, I'm not a pro. I'm going to do it step by step in the book. The book takes you through chapters, and really chapter 4 is the first chapter where we start building the frames. And you can see all this in Bert's videos. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I lay out the parts for each chapter, maybe speed through actually doing it, and then any comments at the end of each chapter. So really, I'm not going to be doing build videos. There's already a great set of build videos out there. I'm going to be doing update videos and let you know how a normal guy like me does building one of these complex helicopters. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the build videos coming soon. And as always, happy flying, friends.